Hello, and I'm your host, and this is Saturday Morning Recorded. And for today's special guest, that's my friend, Gregg Magera. For your weekly tidbit of news, it's that black cats are considered unlucky in the United States, but in Britain they're considered lucky. How strange. Here's our special guest, Gregg Magera. Now, what got you into law?
Colin, that's a great question. I guess I always had an interest in the law when I was growing up. Some from television programs, but I just had an interest in it. I thought it might be a good way to help people. So I always had law in kind of the back of my mind and just kind of gravitated towards the law as I went through my schooling.
Okay, and how did you become a judge?
The position that I have as magistrate judge is an appointed position. So before I was appointed a judge, I was a lawyer for 28 years. The presiding judge then asked if I would take over this position. So I'm a magistrate judge. So in my courtroom, I see people that are charged with primarily lower level offenses that we call misdemeanors. I handle their cases. I can handle more serious cases that we call felony offenses up to the point of a preliminary hearing.
Okay, so I also hear that you're in the symphony, and what instrument do you play?
I play the violin. I played violin since 5th grade, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity that we have at the Aberdeen University Civic Symphony here, because if we didn't, really the only outlet for me to play violin might be for a wedding or a funeral, different events like that. So I'm really thankful for it.
And how often do you practice?
Well, I wish I had more time to practice. I try and practice every day for a few minutes if time allows.
Okay, and now I also hear you're a huge fan of the theater, and what are some of your favorite productions that you've seen or you've played in the pit with?
You know, I love pit work. I love live theater. The excitement of the production being live keeps everyone on their toes in the pit, because you never know what can happen with performers on stage. So you have to be ready for anything. The first show I played with the community theater was Gypsy. A lot of fun. My favorite production that I've ever seen is Les Miserables. So I saw that in the Twin Cities and was able to take my parents to see that production, and it was absolutely terrific.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thanks for having me on your show, Cohen. I love the show.
Here's Eva's Word of the Week.
Objection.
Overruled.
Here's 30 Seconds of Nature. For my book recommendation this week, I'm going to be recommending this book, The Unwanteds by Lisa McMahon. It's a really great book about a magical school in a magical land, and I really suggest you're reading it. It's a really, really great book. For my adventure this week, me and my sisters raked up all the leaves in our yard to create a huge leaf pile, and then we messed it up again. For this week, we're going to be doing a contest where you have to write a short story that has all of Eva's words in the week in it, including the ones from this week. And, then you have a chance at winning a $15 Lego coupon, and if you don't want the coupon, give it to someone who you know is going to want the coupon. And then you can submit them by emailing them to vogelcohen@gmail.com. And then there you go. Now, to find out all the words of the week, you have to go back throughout all the episodes. I'm your host, Cohen Vogel, signing off. Bum, bum,